Into MVP Fishing. Yes, this is our channel. Welcome back into our channel. Thanks for coming back in, my friends. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's been raining pretty much for the last 2 days, so I've been kind of waiting for a break. We finally got a break, so yep, I gotta try. I gotta try to get out here and catch some fish for you folks. Got some worms dug here. Gonna get some rods out here and see if we can catch some fish. I don't know how the camera angle is here. I gotta check it here. Let me get these rods out and I'll check that stuff. Running a little late, but said it just stopped raining very recently. It was still misting rain on the way down here, pretty much, so yeah. My glasses still haven't even dried out yet. I'm gonna take this cast, but I don't think this first cast. We're up a bit from the shoreline right now, because we're up about maybe 3 feet. About 2.5 feet from our previous day down here. We've been getting rain for the last couple of days, which explains why the water's up quite a bit. We're going to put a lightweight in here shallow and a smaller, little bit, well, quite a bit bigger weight out there deeper. Where do I want to? Nope. Pretty good cast. Pretty good. I know I got to get these cans. Rods at the right angles and everything. And it's kind of pulling out there, huh? That's going to be a little bit tricky. Yeah, there are some big grass carp in the shallows in there, but they're a little spooky right now, so. Yeah, that's like way too far up to the left. That's what's going on. We need to get that straight out instead of up there. A little current. That's a little better. Let that settle real quick. Tighten up a little bit. Line's like totally slack. We just had several boats go by. It's the reason why the current's a little wonky right now. Plus that raising water will bring the fish in, but it's also kind of messing with the current right now. I guess that looks okay. All right. Get on here and see what's going on with the chat. Get all this crap on here. Go. Looks like a train's already coming, folks. Might have a train already. Never a good sign when you go on back of the account, not pushing your live to. We're off on the camera angle, obviously. Need to be just a little bit further over here to the right. Not much, just a hair. All right, that looks a little better. That's a little bit better, folks. Let's see. Rod Wilson, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Rod Wilson says afternoon, my friend. Yep, happy Friday, my friends. Happy Friday. The weekend has come. Oh, that was a nice fight. Man, I should have let that one hit it. Popping it pretty good. It's coming in, my friend. Yeah, it's starting to mist rain again. We're gonna have mist rain off and on all day, obviously. Yeah, I know it looks like crud out here, but I gotta try, folks. We haven't been out for a while. You know how I get when I've been stuck indoors for too long. I'm sorry, I'm still coughing. I'm still getting that fluid out of my lungs from that cold we had a little while ago. Earbuds out, folks. That's our first rain coming. That is our first rain on the way. Let's see, Steven, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, Steven. Good luck, sir. I appreciate you coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 14 people in and 10 thumbs up. That's just awesome. See, you're cooked. What's going on? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Super says Mike. And Super Dave is in the house. What's going on, Super Dave? See, Super Dave says happy fishing host. See, Lisa, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, Lisa. I appreciate it, my friend. Hey Mike, stay warm. I'm doing my best. I got 3 jackets on. I'm more worried about getting soaking wet out here. It's drizzling rain, so that's gonna be our real hard fight for today is that weather. Let's see, Gary, what's going on? Gary says, hey Mike Tightline. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. I hope you guys are having a great Friday. Let's see, Jason, what's going on? Jason says howdy everyone. Yeah, we're up quite a bit from our usual angles because this water's risen up quite a bit, and it's tearing this sandbank up pretty good. Directing my own in here. Hey everyone. There you go, my friend. That's our first rain of the day, folks. And we're gonna struggle with keeping our screens dry and everything out here. It's very lightly misting rain, so that's gonna be entertaining to say the least. That one looks like it got a worm knocked off. So. And these are just our little white worms, little shoestring white worms. These things work pretty good. This time of the year especially, they're looking for any opportunity for easy and quick meal. If you guys notice, the sand is like, yeah, there's quite a bit of a drop off right there. That's what happens when the water is rising slowly. You have those boats going 20, 30 miles per hour. They really will tear that the bank up pretty good. No, that's me. That is me. Yeah, when I use my backup account, you'll see it, my actual name. When it's Danny, he'll have the MVP on there. That was a bite out there deep. Oh, got him. Fish on, folks. That's our first fish of the day. It's out there pretty deep. What have we got? That's our first drum of the day, folks. Number 1. Come here, buddy. Yikes. That's not a good idea to do with your rod. Good way to snap it, but we got her in nevertheless. Our first fish of the day, folks. Number 1. Yeah, I do like these guys because they'll hit all year long. First fish of the day, a nice little pounder. Hey, we got out here and we caught a fish. Better than I thought. On the way down here, I thought, like, there's no way I'm going to be fishing in this stuff. This misting rain, like, but we got one, folks. We got number 1. First fishy of the day with those purples and blues and all right, buddy. What do you think? Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you. See us climbing up and down the shoreline? Yeah, quite a drop off right now, folks. Yeah, it was out there deep, so I'm not sure if that means these fish are going to be out deeper or shallower. Or... We found one, though. And I dug 70 of these little stinkers. They should be enough to use for a little while. I really didn't even have time to get corn today. That doesn't mean that we don't have chances to get some nice carp and stuff down here. Here's another bite. Oh, you almost... Man, those aren't hitting my drum either. Those little ping, ping, ping bites. Gotta watch those bites, folks. Tell you what, at least I'm feeding a couple fish. You guys ain't been fed in like 3 or 4 days. I ain't been down here. Yeah, it's gonna be happening, I'm afraid, with the way my throat is. I learned a long time ago when after you get a cold, it's important to keep coughing that stuff up. You don't want that stuff in your lungs. Barely wobbling that tip. All right, let's try to get this one back out here and I'll come check that chat. Gotta let that fish hit it. This one's being stubborn. That looks better. Where did I have this? Like right out here in the middle, to be honest. Right out there. Let that sink. Alright. Lift it up for a second. There's some stuff in the mud. Right now. There he goes again. That was really pecking on it by that time. I like those wobbles on the first couple bites. Alright, let's see what's going on with the chat. Let's see, Eddie, what's going on? Eddie says hello, everyone. Let's see, Jason says, gotcha, nice drum, my friend. Thanks, Jason, I appreciate that, my friend. Jason says, hi, Eddie. Let's see, Danny with the googly eyes. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. How you doing, Danny? Hope you're having a great Friday, my friend. Let's see, Danny says, good day, chat. Let's see, Jason says, hey, Danny. Let's see, Danny says, hi, Jason. Miss Giggy, hi. Thanks for coming in, Miss Giggy. I hope you're having a great Friday. Let's see, Danny says, hi, Miss Giggy. Let's see, Jason says, hi, Miss Giggy. Miss Giggy says, hi, Jason. Let's see, Boxy, what's going on? Boxy says hi. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Yeah, we're getting some misty rain right now. If you're new to the channel, we are down on the Mississippi River, down by the Arch in St. Louis. Yeah, we're about a quarter of a mile upriver from the Arch in St. Louis, folks. Now, we do fish different locations, but on like a rainy, icky, yucky day like this, we don't really have time or the funds or all that stuff to get to other locations. Instead of spending an hour and a half getting down and back to locations because it's all, you know, like this, and maybe having a half hour to fish, more of a better idea to just come down to a local location that you're more familiar with. All right, that looks pretty good, folks. We are getting some bites out here for sure. It's just the second one I missed out there. Well, I haven't let that one start to pull on it. You still missed it. Right, wasn't quite far enough out. I did not like that cast. I should get a better cast from up higher up. That's better. Yeah, the water's rising, folks. We've been getting some significant rain the last couple days. Misting rain out here still. But I had to get out, folks. I had to try. Yep, that's the name of this. The name of this live feed. I had to try. Once again, I apologize for coughing. I've been sick for a while. Got to keep that fluid out of my lungs, folks. There's some goopers across the river. I hear them. Up there they are. There's like 3 of them over there. Quite a distance away over in Illinois. See, pulling on it again. Oh, you see him try to pull the rod like that? How did I? All right, let's get serious here, folks. That one's just eating me out of house and home. We need to hook this little stinker. What I need to do is I need to find the right couple of worms on here and get them hooked on here properly. So I think that fish is just grabbing on the end of those worms, pulling on them real good. There should be a pretty good gob of worms out there drifting around now. So we shouldn't be too shy about grabbing a little bit less worm. Pretty good, about the exact same spot. I think I might have a buffalo carp or something, folks. The way that fish is hitting. You guys know if it's like a pound or 2 pound buffalo carp, they can be pretty tough to hook. Those little stinkers got some really small mouths. Gotta make sure that line is pretty tight when I come to check the chat again. Alright, let's see, Katie, what's going on? Katie says hi. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Let's see, and Randy. Thanks for coming in. Randy says hello. You guys are having an awesome Friday, my friends. Let's see, 10 people in. I see 21 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, those geese seem to be working their way around. Got pretty good eyesight. They probably see me from across the river. And that's what happens when I try to put a little smaller worm on. Them little stinkers, they're... See, I'm just... How am I missing that fish? That was a much smaller piece of worm, too, and he still got it off. It starts to get tough when your hands get wet on the way down here because it already means your fingers are going to be going numb when you get down here rather than after you've been down here. These are very, very small worms, folks, so that small amount of worm, I'm going to give you even smaller piece now. So this time I'm going to have to put this out by hand. With this small, I won't even be able to cast it. Man, that's way too far out, Michael. Climbing on my arm there. Down. So high up, it's hard pressed to see this line when the fish starts to hit it. I'm missing people in chat here, didn't I? See, Silly Salmon, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, Silly. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Silly Salmon says, yo. How am I missing that fish? I don't know how I'm missing this fish. Put even less worm on there, just leave it like that. Let's see, Jesus says, hey, salmon. Let's see, Pierce says, yo. Let's see, Silly says, hey, Jason. Let's see, Jenny says, Silly Willie. Let's see, Silly says, hey, Pierre. Silly says, Mike, brother. Let's see, Seth says, hey, Pierre. And let's see, Jenny says Pierre. And see, Lisa, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, Lisa. Lisa says hi. Let's see, Alfredo, what's going on? Alfredo says hi. Let's see, Silly says, hey, Lisa. Appreciate you guys coming in, my friends. Let's see, Jenny says hi, Lisa. Let's see, Lisa says hey there. Let's see, Silly says Alfredo. Let's see, 89, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. 89 says hey there. Let's see, Silly says hey 89. And let's see, message deleted by Silly Salmon. I got you, my friend. Thanks, Silly. See our next rain, folks. Temperature's about 55 degrees right now, folks. Pretty cool out here right now. Rain. It's a tough river to fish in good conditions, so this stuff can be pretty tough to fish. Just let that settle real quick. Back to that depth. Pretty good. Let's see, Randall, what's going on? Randall says, hey, MVP. She's coming in, my friend. Hope you're having a great Friday. Silly says, hey, Randy, brother. 89 says, hey, Silly. Let's see, Miss Kiggy says, Sam and Lisa Randall. Let's see, Silly says, hey, Miss Kiggy. Miss Kiggy says, Danny says, hey, Randall, brother. Let's see, roll call. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Roll call says, hey, Mike, hope you're doing good out there. Drizzling rain, it could be better. We're getting some bites. These little stinkers are tough to hook today. Got him. That's why I was having trouble hooking it. Yikes. Yeah, that's why I was having trouble hooking it, folks. That wasn't a small fish. Just the little tiniest little stinking cat bite, man. That's the reason why we were having trouble hooking that fish, folks. Another rod out of the way real quick. Yeah, I just basically had to lift that up and make sure it was in his mouth. We've got a big buffalo carp, folks. Yeah, that's a solid set, 8 or 10 pounder. Man, that fish was in shallow water. The thing was in like 3 or 4 feet of water. Yeah, I'm gonna have trouble with the sand, I'm afraid. That's one good thing about falling into sand. You feel dumb. It don't hurt. It's just like, oh boy. Yeah, that's a solid 8, 10 pounder, folks. That's a big buffalo carp too. Wow. I'm gonna have to start walking down here to do this. Second fish of the day is a pretty big buffalo carp. You're a big guy. Yeah, that's 8 or 10 easy. I can't let this fish in and she's gonna snap that line. Alright, I think we got her, folks. Assuming she cooperates with us. We're gonna get a picture of it. We're gonna get you get this off the line. Show you guys off YouTube and get her back in the water. Alright, the hook is out. And hook is out, folks. Clean them off a little bit. They do tend to get quite a bit of sand on them, in fact. So. Oh yeah, that's a solid 10. All right, folks. There we go. That's our first fish of the. Oh, that's our second fish of the day. Our first was about a pound drum. This is not capping. Another gorgeous fish, folks. Yeah, it's gonna be entertaining climbing up a bank every time I gotta show this off to you guys. Let's get her right here, folks. That looks like a good spot right here. Yeah, that's about 10 pounds. That's our first double-digit fish of the day, folks. All right, let's get her in here for our close-up, folks, before we get her back in the water. Yeah, she wants to go. She wants to go. That's why I keep them in that belly hold so they can't get away. Just a gorgeous one, folks. Look at that back dorsal fin sticking up. Telling she's mad. She is mad, folks. Yeah, when it covers up the screen so you guys can't see me, yeah, that's a 10-pounder for sure. Yeah, that's why we were having trouble hooking them. All right, girl. See ya. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Man, that water is cold, cold, cold. Dang, it's cold. Yeah, that water can't be over maybe 40, 45 degrees, if that. All right, folks. I'm gonna get these rods back out and I'll check that chat, okay? Yeah, I just had to basically feel that rod and make sure that fish had that bait in his mouth. Because several times I set the hook and I felt that fish, he was pulling that line, yet he didn't have that worm in that hook in his mouth. He was grabbing on the very end of that worm. All right, that's better, folks. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. Yep, the weekend has come. Tomorrow is Saturday. All right, that looks pretty good. That's going to be entertaining having to climb up that bank all dang day. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more for good luck. Yeah, when you're hand lining your line out, it's a good idea to count so you can get it in the exact same spot every time. Or close, anyways. I could probably cast that with that amount of worm. To be honest, I think it's getting easier. And that worm got eaten to pieces on this one, too. Trouble is, I didn't even see a bite on this one. Well, that's 2 fish today so far, folks. We've got a like a half-pound drum and about a 10-pound buffalo carp. You guys would be surprised at how tough them buffalo carp are to hook. Let me get my Colonel Clink lenses back out of my pocket, obviously. Yeah, we used two extra lenses on our glasses so we can read this chat really good. Without it, these screens to a 58-year-old man might as well be some other foreign language. Let's see, Daniel, what's going on? Daniel says hi. Daniel says, can I come? If you can get out fishing one day, my friends, you can get out here and fish anytime you want. Let's see, Danny says, hi, roll call. Let's see, Silly says, hey, roll call. Let's see, Wendy says, silly brother. Let's see, Jenny Broer, Miss Giggy. Let's see, Randall says hello. Let's see, Randy says hello, Randall. I guess we got Randy and Randall. Let's see, Randy, thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Randall says Randall good. Let's see, Jason says hi. Appreciate you coming in, Jason. Hope you're having a great day. Let's see, Randall says Miss Giggy. Roll call says hello, silly salmon. Let's see, Randall says roll call. Let's see, Jason says, be careful, Mike. Yeah, it's soft sand. It just looks dumb when you fall in the sand. Got him. Got him, folks. That's another one. What do we got this time? Have a nice little channel cat. Hey, that's a nice little channel catfish, salad pounder. Ah. Yep, that's a solid little pound channel catfish, folks. You can always count on the fish. The worse the day to go out fishing, the better they're going to be hitting. Ah, there we go, folks. Yeah, that's a solid like pound channel catfish. Yeah, these guys are gorgeous. I love these guys. With those spots and those, well, this one's not quite as bronzy color, but we're getting closer to the winter, so they're losing some of their summer colors. Yeah, that's another nice one, folks. That's our third fish of the day. Yeah, that's a solid pounder. Nice little pound channel catfish. Just gorgeous fish, folks. Get a little meow meow in here. Where's his whisker? Uh-oh, he's missing a whisker. He's a one-whiskered kitty cat. Look, he's only got one whisker. Poor thing. Meow. Meow. Poor little guy. All right, buddy. See ya. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. That could be a little hard to get to the chat when the fish won't stop hitting, but I'll catch them. I'll catch the fish. Yeah, I'll catch the fish, folks. I'll get to that chat, I promise. I'll get to that chat, folks, I promise. Eventually. You guys wonder why I fish this spot pretty much as much as I can. I mean, there are other spots that'll outproduce this at certain times of the year, but nowhere consistently down here for a couple of miles in either direction that's on public land that you can fish where you're going to consistently catch fish almost every time you come down here. Dead of winter, spring, summer, fall, it don't matter. Oh, worms are getting out of here, you little stinkers. Get back in there. Got some escape artists in our hands. Some Houdini worms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more for good luck. Yeah, I just do the good luck thing. I've been doing it for a while like that. I don't know. The way I do it. One problem about doing that is your line tends to get around the reel like that, but it just takes a second to get it off. Like that. It's better to get your line out there where you want it and not look pretty than to get it out there. Try to get it out there pretty and not get it where you want it. Let's see, Nate, what's going on? Nate says, brim. There aren't any brim down here on the Mississippi River. There are buffalo carp, grass carp, common carp, freshwater drum, channel catfish, blue cat, flathead catfish, skipjack herring, white bass. Let's see, there are several different species of sturgeon down here, and several different species of gar. Let's see, Nasa says, try a prawn on the hook. Boy, prawns, that hard, this is freshwater fishing, so this is the Mississippi River. Hard to find some prawns. Let's see, Les says MVP. Let's see, Nate says, blend some bread up with corn, chunk a few handfuls it. Well, we're getting pretty good fish right now on worm. I do have some corn back here I might try eventually. It does work pretty good on occasion. Whole kernel sweet corn or whole kernel regular corn. Swing that up on the hook. I've caught some pretty big fish down here on that. Let's see, Denny says hi, Les. Let's see, JR Buds, what's going on? JR Buds says let's go. See, Jason says, nice cat. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Jenny says, hi, JR. Let's see, 14 people in. Let's see, and 45 thumbs up. That's just awesome, folks. Another bite. Got him. Whoa. Yeah, there's some big ones out here right now, folks. What we got this time? Another buffalo carp. That's smaller than our first one, but these are the pretty ones. Yeah, I shouldn't have too much trouble landing this one. This one ain't but about 4 or 5 pounds. Man, what the heck? Click over here for a second. I was going to hand line that in. Yeah, about 3 or 4 pounds. Nice buck. That was. Yeah, these are the ones that are tough to hook too, folks. These are the guys that are like seriously hard because they got really itty bitty tiny little mouths on there. So they got little itty sucker mouths. We got them, folks. We got them. Let's see if I can get this hook out. They got such small mouths. I can't get my finger in their mouth open. Get the hook out. Come on. open his mouth. There we go. Hook is out, folks. Hook is out. Yeah, that's a nice little 3.5, 4 pounder. Now look at the unique shapes on this fish's scales. There we go, folks. Yeah, that's our 4th fish of the day. Yeah, it's a solid 3.5, 4 pounder. Let me see if I can get a better grip on her so you guys can get a better view of those fins and everything. Look at the unique shapes of those scales. These guys are gorgeous. I don't know why people don't like buffalo carp either. It's another unsung species of fish, folks. That's another gorgeous one, folks. Those dark, blackish, almost colors on this fish. He's been in shallow. Look at that dark black tail in the back. Just a gorgeous fish. Yeah, he's about 3.5, 4 pounds. Look at the coloration. Wants to go back in the water, folks. Let's give her one close look, you guys, before I get her back in. Just a gorgeous colorations on this fish, folks. All right, buddy. Here you go. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Now we gotta climb back up said bank. Get the rod back out. Yeah, leave it to the fish that want to hit in the worst weather possible, right? I don't know why they like doing it, but they like doing it. Another train coming, folks, another train. Hope you guys are enjoying the show, my friends, and I hope you're having a great Friday. Yeah, I figured it out now. I have to pick the rod and just feel. And the moment I feel them pull back, and I know that's a dead weight pull, then I set the hook. Plus, I'm putting a little bit less worm on here. A little less, not much more. Not much less. Get your earbuds out, folks. This is going to be a loud one. I think that'll do. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pretty good. Actually, bought it. Wow. They're hitting down here, folks. They're hitting. And the bite was at the bottom. As soon as I started to tighten up that line, I felt them pack. See, Danny says, just uploaded a very nice short on your channel, Mike. I appreciate that, Danny. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Giggy says, back just in time for a nice catch. Yes, sir, B. We're doing pretty good out here right now, Miss Diggy. Let's see. Did you saw the catfish, Miss Diggy? Yeah. So we've caught. Let's see, 2 buffalo carp, 2 buffalo carp, a drum, and a channel catfish already. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. Let's see. Miss D says no, I didn't. Yeah, that channel catfish had 1 whisker, poor thing. Let's see, 6 people in and 48 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Well, we're looking pretty good right now. Oh, he was on there. He was sitting there with it again. Little stinker, I lifted it, pulled it right out of his mouth. Oh, boy. There's a nice worm to add to it. I think we're just gnawing on that worm, too. Good on that one again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fingers are already going numb out here. Never good when your fingers go numb this quickly. Yeah, it's misting rain right now, folks. It's about 55 degrees. The one good thing is at least the wind's not blowing right now. Knock on wood, keep your fingers crossed. Looks pretty good. I think our camera angle looks pretty good as far as, well, I would like that down a little bit more, back a little bit up. Not sure how I can do that though. You guys can't really see those rods all that good because the text and everything is going to be in the way. So let's pull this back just a little bit. Point that down just a little bit more. All right, I think that'll fix that. Give you guys just a little bit better of a view. See, Whisker, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Whisker says hello, Mike. How is it going, my friend? We're doing pretty good. We've caught 4 so far today. Let's see, 2 buffalo carp, a channel catfish, and a drum. And we started about a half hour late, so we're doing pretty good right now. Let's see, Danny says hi, Whisker. Let's see, Whisker says hello, Danny. Got him. Got him. Got him, got him, got him. That's our 2nd drum of the day, folks. Hey, buddy. Yeah, that's a cool little drum, bud. Like a nice little 1/4 pounder. Bright silvery colors on that one, folks. Yeah, just a gorgeous little guy there. Let's get her in here a little closer for you guys. Nope. So much for him. Bye-bye, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, these guys might not give us a break today, folks. Might be one of these continuous, non-stop bite, all-day bites. It can be like this when you get like funky weather and you finally get up the courage to go out of your house for 3 days because it's been doing this for 3 days, and yeah. Seems like 2 at a time is more than enough right now for these guys. They are definitely not picky. Ah, look at that. Another Houdini. Get back in there. I'll tell you what, over the years, I've stocked more worms down here than I've used. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more for good luck. Good. Yeah, I even opened up my can of corn today. We ain't baited up this spot at all, so this is basically come down, cast the rods out, turn the feed on, and yep, hold on for dear life. Days like this, it'll either be when you're out here, you ain't gonna get nothing, or yeah, they're gonna be really heavily hitting. By the way, it is getting late in the month, guys. If you want to help the channel, you can donate to PayPal and Cash App. That's linked in the description. I like to mention it at least once a feed. If you do, if you don't, that's fine. That's all appreciated. That's all confidential. I will shout you out on the feed, but I tend to keep numbers out of that scenario. I find that kind of tacky. Those are your donations. You can ask for me to get anything you want, my friends. Another bite. You don't know what's going on. Thanks for coming in, my friend. You don't know, says sure, brother. Let's see, Miss Giggy says whisker. Go to channel, Ashish, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ashish says hi. Let's see. 18 people in. Let's see. 50. Yep. 50 is Fishing with Rivers. This is a 50th thumbs up. Awesome, my friend. Let's see. Fishing with Rivers says 50. Let's see. Tabarka's in the house. What's going on, Tabarka? Thanks for coming in. Glad to see you again, MVP. Glad to see you too, my friend. I hope you're having a great Friday. Let's see. Danny says you don't know. Danny says Rivers. Danny says Tabarka. That looks pretty good. We're running a pretty good peck right out there, but I think she either dropped it or got most of that worm off. Yeah, we got plenty of worms in here, folks. It's just they're snuggled in here. Amazing, it's that hard to find 70 worms in a little tiny container. Have to keep my eye out on all the escape artists that get out of the bucket. You know, stinkers are good. They'll get out of your dang container. Yeah, if you're going to keep worms in your house, make sure you put the lid on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, That's farther than I've casted so far yet. We'll see. Yeah, it's very glassy out here right now, folks. A lot of moisture in the air, misting rain. Hard pressed to see it on the water surface, but it is. What this is sitting out there for a while without a bite. And there's a little fishy on there, huh? Little stinker. Oh, there's a flea. Never mind. Leaf. Get off there. I'm just gonna add one more worm to this one. Cast this one a little bit closer too. They seem to be in pretty close right now because the water's raising. Very, very quiet out here. Not a lot of wind, so they're coming in right by the bank. Boy, that sounded funky across the river, huh? Let's see, Tabarka says, doing well, thanks. I'm glad to hear that, my friend. Let's see, Miss Gigi says, hope everyone is having a wonderful Friday. And a great start to your weekend. Oh, buddy. Yeah, that's like, jeez. Well, it sounded horrible, didn't it? See, you don't know, it says, it already, Saturday, 8:26 a.m. here. Let's see, it is a, 1:29 here, my friend. See, Paul, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you. How you doing, Paul? Paul says, hey, Mike, how's it going, my friend? Hey, we're doing pretty good as far as fishing. Let's see, we caught 2 drum, 2 pretty big buffalo carp, and a channel catfish so far. Let's see, you don't know, says Paul, my brother. We are getting some consistent bites right now. 19 people in and 56 thumbs up. That's just awesome, folks. Looks still pretty good. I'm gonna leave it like that. Drizzle rain out here right now, Paul. It's about, it's about 50, 55 degrees. One good thing is at least there's no wind. Yeah, a little maintenance work on that worm. It's starting to come off on me. That's a good cast. We're still casting a tiny bit up current, but not much. Maybe 6-8 inches up current. So I'm just trying to get this to stabilize right in front of us. Pretty much straight out. Yeah, it's the end of the month, folks. You guys know how that does those last few days of the month can be. Yeah, I'm hard pressed to open my can of corn because I don't want to. But I open my can, I'm gonna have to buy a new one. Let's see. Good night, Munchie. What's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Munchie says, good afternoon. Just got home. Catching a few crappie for supper tonight. Sounds good to me, my friend. I haven't gotten some good crappie this year. I got one or two nice ones this spring, and I've been getting small ones recently, so I've been letting those go. Let's see. Munchie says, good, Paul. Let's see. Munchie says, hey, Paul. Let's see. You don't know says Miss. Let's see. 11 people still in. Let's see. And 55 thumbs up. That's just awesome, folks. Come on, buddy. Come on. Let's see, Rude, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, Rude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rude says MVP. Hope you're having a great Friday, Rude. You don't know says Brother Rude. Whatever going on in my feed. Stop. Paul says, Tuesday morning, 1:30 MVP. Chopper is coming. Let's see. Root says you don't know. Let's see. Miss Gigi says you don't know. Let's see. Paul says hey, Rude. Let's see. Rude says Paul. Let's see. Rude says Miss Gigi. Pull that down a little bit. Yeah, our hands are already getting pretty numb out here right now, folks. You don't know, it says, it's the beginning coming from the trains. The beeping? It's not coming from the trains. There's some barges parked upriver, so that's probably coming from them. Let's see, Miss Gigi says Rude. That banging across the way, that's a quarry over there. So a lot of times they'll be getting some big rocks and stuff in there, dumping those into the trains and into the barges and stuff like gravel, and it makes a really good ruckus. I thought I was just current pulling my rod. No worries, I'll get it here. Line still needs to be tightened up. Yeah, it looks like there's no current, but there is, my friend. Now at about maybe 5 or 6 feet out from here, it's pretty still. But as soon as you start getting towards that point, that current starts picking up really fast. Now it's just a very calm day today. Makes this water look like glass. Let's see, Miss G says, looks chilly to me. It is about 50-55 degrees. That one's biting. Kind of misting rain out there too right now, Miss Giggy. Got him, folks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's another big one, folks. Now, that's out in some heavy current, too. Yeah, I think we got a pretty good idea what this fish is. It's just biting in like really quick. I'm not sure. Yeah. What do we got? Small grass carp, huh? Hey, that's only like 5 or 6 pounds. Man, these are the tough ones to land, man. These guys can be brutal on you. It's just so lightly out there. I can see that rod just barely wobbling. I just decided, I'll set the hook. I'll see. Got 4 or 5 pound grass carp. Yeah, this little stinker ain't ready to come in yet, folks. Trust me. Yeah, that's still about 5 or 6 pounds. And that ain't as small as I thought she was. I'm just used to hooking these 20 and 30 pound ones down here. This smaller one just got me a little bit off guard, I guess. Smaller, still not small. I could probably land her already, but I really don't want to yet. Come on, buddy. Ready to come in yet? Do her trapping thing in here. Go ahead, tire your butt out. Like now he's gonna stop, huh? Wake up. Come on. You ain't gonna do it till I go down there and try to grab you, ain't you? I think we got her, folks. Yeah, I think this one gave up. For now. Alright, hook is out, folks. Hook is out. Yeah, still got 4 or 5 pounds. Nice little 5-pounder. We're off camera feed a little bit there. There we go. That's another gorgeous one, folks. She just does not want to hold still. I can feel it. And I see the rod over there pulling. Another rod. Ah. Yeah, that's our, what is it, well, I forget, that's like our 5th or 6th fish. I have like 2 drum, 2 buffalo carp, a channel catfish, and now a grass carp. And another gorgeous fish, folks. All right. Get her in there for a close-up, folks. She got a little mud on top of her head, but no worries. A little sand. Ain't gonna hurt her. It's good for their complexion. Oh, buddy. It's something to be catching these guys. 40, 45 degree water temperatures, misting rain. Getting close to Thanksgiving and still catching these big old carp down here. Buddy. All right, girl. See if he wants to go back. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Our camera angle is so skewed. All right. Yeah, well, that's fun, folks. We're getting bites on our other rod while we're trying to get bites on this one. And yeah, she's still missing rain out here, folks. You can barely see that other side of that Illinois. That's how kind of funky this stuff looks out here right now. It's also surprising how good a couple of hours worth of well, I'm gonna say about an hour and a half of digging a whole bunch of little red worms and white worms will get you some fish. Very, very surprising. I should probably be keeping a few of these fish to eat, but yeah, they're just so fun to catch. Looking quite a bit closer, so make sure it's not snagged from the bottom. You guys wonder why I don't like wearing clean clothes down here either. What's they gonna point? I'm just gonna get them brutalized down here anyways. Another one just pecking on that worm again. Pecking the lick. Well, let's see if we can cast it again. Yeah. That's pretty good. About the same distance I was inlining it. Except it looked prettier, right? I think that's stabilized. Tighten it up good. Pull the rod tip back a little so she tightens up the rest of the way. And it's pretty good. Alright, let me get my Colonel Quick lenses back out and I'll check that cat. You guys are having a great Friday, my friends, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Says, nice fish, brother. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Bureau Moreno. Thanks for coming in, my friend. What you bagged anything yet? Let's see. Okay, we've caught 2 buffalo carp. Let's see, 1 grass carp, 2 drum, and a channel catfish so far today, my friend. I think I'm caught up in that direction. Let's see, Rude with the flaming emojis. I appreciate that, my friend. Let's see, Wild, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Wild says, Rude 60, how you doing? Let's see, Rubber, Rude with the emojis. Let's see, and Malik, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Malik says, that's a nice grass carp. Good, join the live. Yeah, it's cold out here, but we can still catch fish until there's dang near chunks of ice float down this river. Let's see, you don't know, it says, sure wild. Let's see, Root says, FMT. Let's see, Miss Giggy says, wild Moloch. Let's see, Moloch says, rude. Moloch says, Miss Giggy, did you finish the Christmas cards? Let's see, you don't know, says, man, I love breakfast songs. Oh, breakfast bongs. I got you, my friend. Let's see. Miss Giggy says, no, I don't. Let's see. 10 people in. Let's see. 60 thumbs up. That's just awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, we just got started, folks, not more than like 40 minutes ago, and we've already had a pretty good feed already. Yeah, that grass carp, I just saw that rod barely wobbling over there every once in a while. I'm like, yep, might as well set the hook. Let's see, Molly says, looks like the weather that requires long johns. Yes, sirree, my friend. Unfortunately, I ain't got no long johns, so. I just wear like 3 layers of pants. 3 layers of pants, 2 jackets, sweatshirt, and 2 shirts. Let's see, Precedence Kayak Fishing. Hi, Chris. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Chris says, Mikey. You're having a great day, Chris. Let's see, Rude says, PK Fishing. See, 12 people in and see 60 thumbs up. That's just awesome, folks. Let's see, Rue with the hello and the fire emojis and the fishy emojis. Another bite. Come on, buddy. Come on, hit it. Was about ready to try to set that up. I missed him. He just messing with it that time. That's another good fish too. That was biting again like one of them buffalo carp. Sorry about my throat. I still a little sickly from that cold. Still got that gunk I got coming out of my lungs. Hands are already getting frozen out here right now, folks. Ah, man. Oh, I got some hand warmers around here somewhere. I might have left them at home. We've got some pretty good misting rain right now, too. Let's see, John C. What's going on? John C. says, hey, Mike. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Let's see, Dopa Mining. What's going on? Let's see, Dopa says, you ready for Thanksgiving and celebrating with my sister and her family this weekend. Awesome, my friend. That sounds like fun. Let's see. John C says, Dopa. Got him. Got him, folks. Got him. Got him. Another drum bud. That's our third drum of the day, folks. Number 3. Buddy. That's our third drum of the day, folks. That's another gorgeous one, too. Silvery, check out it, reflects the sky. Reflects what's above us, just says silvery purple and blues, and just another gorgeous one, folks. All right, buddy. You in for your close-up here. Boy. All right, see ya. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, these guys haven't let me sit down in a heartbeat today so far. I don't know how long I could take this, folks. Like I said, I had to try. I don't know how long I'm going to take these temps. It's not really the 50, 55 degree temps. It's getting wet. I mean, my jacket's getting soaking wet right now just from getting misted on. Because it's not raining up in the city, but it is down here. I guarantee you it's not raining down by where I live, but it is down here. Yeah, that cat. No. I'll put a little more worm on there. Get a little extra weight. When you get down here on this river, this water temperature's different than the air temperature. And, you know, having that extra moisture in the air, it's that Great Lake effect where you're down on a large body of water and you'll get rain in that location and not very close to it. But it'll rain right. That's way too far out that time. First time it didn't go out far enough. That went too far. That's better. That's about right. Yeah, I still ain't caught a trout up at O'Fallon Park. I tried the other day for about an hour. Caught a couple little bluegill, a couple bass. No trout. They're gonna have to do something with that lake. Fix the bubble or do something. I don't know what. Sorry about that, Danny. You have to do that over again so quickly. Let's see. Let's see. Danny says Mike brother. Let's see. Danny says John C. Let's see. Rude says John C. Let's see. Danny says Rude. Kinda. Man, my hand is frozen out here right now, folks. Misty, icky, yucky stuff that can really get cold fast. See, 10 people still in it, see, and 66 thumbs up. That's just awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's too cold and too wet to start a fire, I'm afraid. I couldn't get a fire started down in this stuff even if I tried. Let's see, Terry, what's going on? Terry says, Mr. B. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. I hope you're having a great Friday. Let's see. Denny says, hi, Terry. plug this into my backup cell phone because apparently it's got discharging a little faster than normal today. Our main cell phone's doing pretty good, but our backup was a little bit slow. A little extra juice in that. Man. Hey, we've only been in an hour and 15 minutes. Not bad so far. Not bad at all. Let's see, Werewolf is in the house. What's going on, Werewolf? Thank you for coming in, my friend. Let's see, Werewolf says, hey, Mike, how are you? We're doing pretty good out here right now, folks. Werewolf, as far as the fishing is concerned, let's see, we've caught, well, Danny's got it marked down there. Temperature's about 55 degrees right now. Misting rain. It's kind of cool. Let's see, Werewolf says, hey, all. Werewolf says, hey, Danny. Let's see, Danny says, hey, Werewolf. Let's see, 14 people in and 67 thumbs up. That's just awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's getting to the end of the month, folks. It's getting a little tough at the end of the month. I've got a can of corn back there, and I don't want to open it up because I don't want to have to buy a new one. It's been doing this for days, too, so that's the reason why I have been out. Let's see, Rude says, Terry B. I see that close rod getting bites, too. Little stinker's pecking on it. Yeah, you can definitely see your breath right now, folks. Yeah, definitely. There's a little less, I call mist in this one spot. I think it's getting stopped by a tree behind us a little bit. Let's see, Malik says, Danny, let's see, Skipjack. Cindy is in the house. Hi, Cindy. What's going on? Hi, Cindy. Hi. Let's see, Cindy says, hi, y'all. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Hope you're having a great Friday. Bite, close rod. I see you pecking on it. Finger. Yeah, only thing to do is set the hook on them guys. Yeah, it's cool out here right now, Cindy. You can see your breath. Drizzle and rain. About 55 degrees. I'm the only one crazy enough to be out on this river that's not doing this for, you know, working like, barges and over there. And you know what? They got a place they can get out of the weather still, though. Cindy, you and I are the only ones coming out here that are crazy enough to come out in this weather, for sure. Pretty good. So we're doing pretty good on the feed so far. They're hitting in extremely shallow water. I mean, if they were any closer, I could see them. Because this is about 2.5 foot water clarity down here right now. The water's getting pretty clear. And they ain't but about maybe 3.5 feet out, so they that close to the bank down here. The water's up, starting to raise up quite a bit. Luckily, we don't have a lot of wind right now, which is the only really positive attribute we've got going on for the day. Let's see, what did I miss here? And see, False North is in the house. Hi, Jason. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another awesome channel there, Skipjack, Cindy, False North. Those are 2 awesome channels. If you guys haven't checked those out, you really should, my friends. Let's see, Root says FN. Let's see, Dim, what's going on? Den says, what's up, everyone? Appreciate you coming in, my friend. I hope you're having a great Friday. Let's see, Denny says, hi, Jason. Denny says, hi, Cindy. Let's see, Malik says, Cindy, and hi again. Let's see, John, what's going on? John says, hello. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. Let's see, Miss Giggy says, Cindy. And Cindy says, my feet can't handle it. I got some battery socks. I know what you mean. 20 minutes out here, you're getting soaked. And it's not even really raining that much. And your feet get really cold really, really quick, too. Let's see. Cindy says, hey, Danny. Let's see. Cindy says, hi, FMT. Let's see. John C says, hi, Cindy. Let's see. Cindy says, hi, John. Let's see. Dim says, Cindy, woo. Let's see. Cindy says, hey, Derek. Let's see. Cindy says, hi, Miss Giggy. Let's see. John says, hi, Cindy. And Jason says, hi, Danny. Did I mention it's a little cold out here? Because it is. It's just a little nipply. Just a little. Look at this. Yep, you can see your breath out here right now, folks. What, Sirs Ramen is? Oh, a sunstorm. I'm not sure what that is, Danny. I mean, Cindy. I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly. Oh, I know what, yeah, that's, I call it something different. Huh. I forget what we used to call it, but that's not what we used to call it. Something, pickled herring or something. Let's see, Jessica's, what's going on? Jessica's laughing her butt off. Travis is going to be trying to use some of upcoming live. See if it pukes on the live. Hey, entertainment content is where you can find it. If you gotta feed your husband, if you gotta poison your husband on live feed, then do it. We won't tell no one, Cindy. It'll be our secret. Travis be in the hospital going, oh, what did you do to me, woman? I didn't do nothing. You ate it. Hey, for a challenge I lost down here, I drank a cup of river water, literally, and it was coming out for a few days there afterwards. Because getting a little mouthful of river water, that ain't gonna bother your intestines too much. But if you drink a cup of that stuff, yeah, you're gonna feel it for a while. Come on, line, tighten up for me. Man, that stuff's just staying slack out there right now. We ain't got much current down here right now, so our lines are kind of very, very lightly drifting around back and forth, back and forth. I'm gonna get seasick. He's talking about mentioned fish and eating poisoning her husband, and I want to tell Travis on you. I am. Let's see, a viewer is sending. Boy, I wouldn't trust that. Well, you're doing the right thing, though, letting your husband eat that before you try it. Let's see, it's sad faces, actually. I'm sorry to hear that, Jessica. I hope you have a much better day, my friend. Let's see, I don't think that eat anything, maybe. Let's see, John C. says there's a video when the cat refused to go near it. Yeah, hard pressed when you put some fish in front of a cat and they won't eat it, and then you gonna eat it. That's a bad one. Let's see, Care Bear, what's going on? Care Bear says hi. Let's see, Cindy says, sorry, I spelled it wrong. That's probably the reason why I got you. Let's see, Miss Giggy says the smell is way harder to handle than the taste, Cindy. Well, yeah, she's doing it right. On your husband's gonna be eating. She ain't gonna be eating it. Let's see, 15 people in. Let's see, and 72 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Heck, this is the reason why she married him, to make sure he's the one that's a taste tester. Let's see, Cindy says, LOL. Let's see, Cindy says, just hold your nose and go for it. Oh, boy. I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't even gonna go there. That sounds like something you do on the New Year's Eve party. Just hold your nose and just eat it. Just eat it. Bite. That's fine. Oh, you little stinker. And now they're starting to hit the surface out here, too. Man, I might have to set on this rod for a minute now. That was a good pull bite. I think he'd let it go for a second when I got to the rod. And I had already decided to set the hook, and it was too late to have actually hooked that fish. I should have waited for him to pull again. Just got ripped into. Well, let me go get the backup cell phone so I've got that man to chat with while I'm over here. See, what's the charge on this? Up to 30%. That should be sufficient to do the rest of the feed. Put this back in our main cell phone. That little stinker won't go in. There it goes. Alrighty. Yeah, you know how I am, Cindy. I've set the hook 3 times today, so close to the bank that the fish were in that really close, and I set the hook and the rod went dong. It's pretty good, I think. A little loose still, but I think it'll do. Yeah, I might have to set by this rod again. Channel. Let's see, Satimio, what's going on? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Satimio says hi. Another cool sticker just pecking on it like that. That one wasn't pulling on it, so I really shouldn't have set the hook that quickly, but it didn't look like he was going to hit it anyway, so. Yeah, we don't have many worms, folks. We can't buy them right now. I don't have the money for them and don't have, yeah, so this is pretty much the only worms we can get this time of the year, these little shoestring white worms. Now, they work, it's just a nuisance putting them on and digging them. I mean, you gotta dig 70 of them just to do a 2.5 to 3 hour live feed. They get eaten up big time. And they are just barely big enough to get on a hook. And these little stinkers were any smaller, they'd break getting the hook through them. Well, I don't know how much longer my hands can take this, folks. Man, look at that. They're already turning white. I can take 30 degree water, 35 degree temperatures out here, but when you get wet and there's no sun, yeah, that will drop your temperature pretty fast. See, 8 people still in it, 74 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Let's see, Dim says, take care, everyone. I gotta go take a nap before work this evening. All right, I hope you have a nice nap, my friend, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, my friend. See, you don't know, says, woo, Cindy. I should probably, let's see, Rude says woo. Woo! That's about as good as I can do. I'm not very good at it. Oh. Yeah, I think I got another buffalo carp. Yeah, that one was just, I was watching that rod bouncing around and I still couldn't hook the little stinker. You guys know how these fish are down here, folks. You can have 20 bites down here and continuously peck bites and can't hook them, and then you'll just set the hook one time and you'll have like a 30, 40, 50 pound carp on or something. The exact same bites as the other ones, except that one you finally hooked. And you get a trail of worms. Even those little worms, they'll put quite a bit of scent out down the river. I do this to try to make sure I've got that line as tight as I can get it. Now with this light of weight and the light of current is down here right now, I'm probably not going to be able to get that line, you know, like dead tight, but close is sufficient enough to where I can see that rod move. That's pretty much all we need to identify a bite. This one definitely needs to be refreshed. It's been out there for a while. Getting that muck on it out there. Looks like the majority of that worm's gone again too. Okay. Oh, sticker. Just peck, peck, peck. Come on, buddy. Hit it. You guys know I'm going to let him go. Got him. Got him, folks. That's another nice one out there. What do we got this time? Little rod is seriously in the way. Alright, she's out of the way. What is that? Buffalo carp. That's our third one of these guys today. Wait, jump, man. Yeah, solid 7 or 8 pounder. Yeah, these guys are fast, man. They dart around and fight like a big old bluegill. Colonel Quinklins is out, folks. Colonel Quinklins is out. Yeah, that hit way out there deep, too. So they in shallow and deep. Alright, buddy, ready to come in? These guys are a little easier to land than grass carp, but not by much. These guys, they're tricky because they're slippery. Really slimy suckers. We got them, folks. I think we got them. Don't quote me on that yet. I had the hook out of you and you just pull it right back into you, dummy. I literally had that hook right out of his butt. He flipped right so that the hook come right back into him. Alright, hooks out, folks. Hooks out. That's one of the hardest things when you get them is they got such rubbery mouths. Sometimes you'll get them in just the right spot. There we go. Nice little like 6.5, 7 pounder. Another gorgeous fish, folks. And who says MVP doesn't deliver on catching fish, folks? She's not happy. Don't smack me in the forehead, please, girl. Another gorgeous fish, folks. Yeah, I love these guys. Man, that rain's getting misty and cold again. All right, girl. Let's get you in for your close-up, and then we can let you go. Yeah, I like to see how I like to keep them right underneath that those fins. Let those fins stick out in front of my palm. That way she can't hurt herself. Now she can hurt me, she can't hurt herself. All right, girl. Another gorgeous one fit. See, she's trying, but she can't really move, right? I've got her pretty good. All right, girl. Girl. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh man, that's just wrong there. Ow. Wow. That's just wrong there, folks. Get your hands that cold that quickly. That's just wrong. It's so right too, because the only time you do this is when you either stick your hands in the water by accident or you're catching fish. So it's a good thing. Boy, does it hurt. Get these rods back out and I'll check that chat. Okay, folks? So I think that's not right yet either. Come off. Yeah, it's just gotten so foggy down here and misting rain and I didn't get a chance to get a bite on this one. I got a bite on the other one before I could. I just happened to look over right after I took that cast and it was going pop, pop, pop. I'm like, oh, might as well set the hook. Heck. What I do with them lenses again. top pocket. Drop of water on my lens. It's getting hard to see now, folks. It's getting all foggy and mucky out here. Ooh. The screen's getting covered in water. Let's see, Cindy says hi, sure. Let's see, you don't know says, yep, that was a buffalo carp for sure. Let's see, Cindy says, my chat was over the fish and laughing. Haha, they have your Jew lips. Yeah, they do kind of look like they kiss in the camera, ain't they? And see, you don't know, it says it's so cool seeing these different fish that we don't have here. Yeah, I felt the same thing when I'm watching like people that are fishing from the UK. Different species over there. I see you pecking on it again. And I'm trying to dry my screen off. And these guys, they won't let me do it. Got him. Got him. Yeah, that's a little guy. Boy, that's a little baby. Dang it. Seriously? Man, that's cat food there, folks. Seriously. Holy moly. That's a little guy. Sheesh. I'm going to show this to you guys for very long. This is cat food here. Little guy. Yeah, I'm taking that home for cat food, folks. So no worries about it. It's not going to go to waste. Yeah, that was a freshwater drum. That was a common freshwater drum. The funny thing is that hit the same way as the big buffalo carp and the grass carp. They're hitting exactly the same way down here right now. Just very, very lightly pecking on it. Might do a little bit of that worm off. It's also hit the surface down there to the right. Either the fish over there to the right, or I threw part of my worm off. And I guess I threw part of that worm off. Saw that right on the corner of my eye. Evidently, I threw a little bit of the worm off. I had one big night crawler here. Where the hell that little stinker go? I was saving. I think the little sucker got out on me. Probably still in there. I just can't find it. refrain, folks. Earbuds out. Earbuds out. Good. That's settled. I can't see anything anymore, folks. It's gotten foggy to the point where it's fogging up my glasses. There's so much moisture in the air right now. I can barely see out of one eye to begin with. Yep, I know, that was a big one, wasn't it? See, Marco, what's going on? Marco says hi. And I'm not sure what language that is, but whoever it is says hi too. Thanks for coming in, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you're having a great Friday. Eight people in and 82 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Snickers. Guys. Not out on me. I don't know how much more of this stuff I can take, folks. These temps. Yeah, no wind deal. It's just too wet. I can't even start a fire out here right now, folks, if I needed to. It take me an hour, hour and a half to start a fire. I better make sure I'd have a pile of dry wood to add with it, too, to keep it going. See Sebastian, what's going on? Sebastian says, hey. Appreciate you coming in, my friend. I hope you're having a great Friday, and hope you have a well, I hope you have a great weekend planned, my friend. Yeah, my hands are already like white, going numb. Temperature's about 50, 55 degrees. It's misting rain out here right now. It's been doing this for quite a while. We've been catching them, but man, it's tough fishing. Let the screen off here. That's another thing we're having to do right now, folks, is stop every once in a while to dry our camera gear off. And I see you pecking on it still. Got him. Got him. Yeah, it's a little bigger. Not that much bigger, but bigger than our last one we had, right, folks? Yeah, we've been getting a lot bigger fish today, folks, but yeah, fish is a fish. Yeah, this is a freshwater drum. He'll go about 1/4 pound or so. Cool little guy. Let's get him in for his close up for this little guy. He still deserves his minute on YouTube. Every fish deserves its time on YouTube. Yep. That tail, that top dorsal fin stick up. All right, buddy. See ya. Thank you. Appreciate it. And he's just playing around in the shallows there, like it's as wet up there as it is down there. Why am I going back there? I don't know. I really don't. Good. Yeah, that's something we don't need is wind. Blowing that ice cold rain around. It's okay. Let's see, Woozy says amazing view. I wish it was a little warmer, Woozy, but it is pretty gorgeous out here right now. Let's see, Woozy says much respect to your channel, all the way from Texas. Awesome, my friend. This is St. Louis, Missouri. We're down on the Mississippi River, down by the arch. Yeah, I'm having trouble holding my cell phone right now. My back up to read the chat because my hands are going numb. It's about 50, 55 degrees out here right now, so that little misty, drizzly rain, it's making it tough right now, folks. Seven people in and 82 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Come on, buddy. turning white. When your hands start turning white, that's not a good sign. Hour and a half. Lighter in my top pocket. Definitely see your breath out here, folks. Yeah, I've been stuck indoors for a couple days with it pouring down rain. So when it slowed down a little bit, started misting rain. The name of this video is I had to try. I had to get out and try and fish. Don't know how long I'm gonna be able to take these temperatures, but I'm out here fishing. See, 89 says, "Hey Mike, it's cold in the UK. My trousers froze on the washing line." I've actually had that happen before. It ain't fun. You can't get your trousers back till like spring thaw. Hun, wear your trousers. Oh, they're out, frozen outside. Let's see, Neil, what's going on? Neil says hi. Yeah, that's an unusual frisbee there. 89. Would it be more like a boomerang? Because it's bent in the middle, so it'd be... Oh, yeah, well, you probably... I used to just fold mine across the thing, so mine would have been a boomerang. Yours, since you clip them, it'd be a frisbee. I got you. And just think, I do this all year long down here, too. There'll be chunks of ice floating down the dang old river, and I still be fishing down here. Surprisingly enough, I still be catching a few fish, too. Oh, man, I'm still getting over that cold. Can't keep that fluid out of my lungs. I haven't have enough for anything to drink today, so I'm going out here without any kind of liquids. Well, liquids outside of my body, inside my body, because it's raining. Okay. hard when you can't feel that line because your hands are going numb. Let's see, 8 people still in, and see 85 thumbs up. That's just awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think our next trip, we're going to definitely have to wait for a sunny day. I'm seeing some white bass and stuff hitting over there to the right too, and my hands are too cold. I don't even think I could tie a rooster tail on right now. Being cold and being wet, each one's difficult to fish in itself, but when you combine the two, man, that's just pushing the limits, folks. Plus, it's getting much, much darker. Tell you what, I think I've about reached my limits, folks. I really have. We've been out here just over 2 hours. I think that's about all I can take of these temperatures and this weather. I got out today. It's more than I thought I did when I woke up with it pouring down rain. Let's see, our top 3 individuals in chat today were Miss Giggy, You Don't Know, and 89, with Whiskers coming in a close 4th. Yeah, we look like there's actually some more storms coming in, because it's getting, is it that late in the day? Nah, it ain't. It's just getting really dark out here, folks. Yeah, I think I've done my limits for today. 2.5 hours out here, and this stuff is more than sufficient, especially with the pretty good catch we got today. Let's see, Malik says it's also cold outside. See, Malik says, so better get home before you get sick again. Yeah, that's definitely true, Malik. Yeah, you guys can see these clouds behind us, purplish. Might be some more storms coming in. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm sorry I couldn't do the full 4-hour feed today. Drizzle, wind. Yeah, the wind's starting to blow now too. So I'm gonna wish you guys a great weekend. If I don't see you again, I'm gonna also add good luck. Stay safe. Hope to see you on the water, my friends. Keep doing what you love. Keep them lines tight. I'll see you on the next one, my friends. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're very welcome, you don't know.